Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here's your daily technical analysis of stock index futures. I'll start with the UK FTSE futures. A second bearish black crow on Friday as the market once again falls shy of testing the recent high in the 75-77 area. Prices are also capped, and I use that definition loosely, by the 100% projected Fibonacci line at 75.19. Overall, the market is still within the September to late November 2021 breached bullish Andrews pitchfork, in between lower time, which is currently at 73.63, and the middle time, currently at 76.26. This bullish pitchfork is not ideal, hence the reason why I've also drawn a shallower bullish shift pitchfork for the same move. We're not that close to either time of either pitchfork at the moment, but to go further on in time, I'm mindful of the support from the 50% Fibonacci, projected Fibonacci line at 74.57 below, and the rising short medium moving average, currently at 73.38, that is paralleling the middle time of the bullish shift pitchfork. So far today, a higher open and a test down below the 50% projected Fibonacci line before pulling up towards the Friday's open. This not making any major action apart from possible bullish harami, but that will depend on where we close, where the market closes tonight. German DAX futures. A third bearish black crow on Friday, as the market followed on lower from the rejection of the congestion overhead of all of the moving averages between about 15,520 and 15,634. The market moved down through an area devoid of significant supports until the 15,000, 15,100 area, where we had seen previous lows in recent times. There is one question I pose here, much as in the FTSE futures contract, though it's perhaps less well defined than in the FTSE future. It is to look at the whole of the 2020 action so far as a possible bear flag type action in construction. Whilst it is not as well constructed as the FTSE futures one, it is perhaps a little further advanced, as we may well be forming the second flagpole now. Hence, a provisional target X on the downside would be in about the 14,860 area, and a secondary target X1 would be in the 14,400 area. This is by no means a done deal, but it's worth looking at. My only concession is that it does not look that good a pattern, but it is still there. So far today, a reactionary open higher and pull back up, but it's not in any way a strong reactionary move higher. I'd say it barely reaches the level of a possible bullish harami, thus just a little higher than an indecisive spinning top. E-mini S&P futures. Whilst in the FTSE future and the DAX future, the opportunity exists for a bear flag type formation over recent times. Looking here, well, that would be a bit of a stretch to imagine. We did have an immediate countering bearish harami on Friday, but the market was held up on a closing basis up over the rising long moving average support, currently at 44.68, which looks like it might be key to the current market activity. Overhead, we have the 2022 50% Fibonacci line at 45.10, with the more interesting lesser Fibonacci levels of the 61.8% and 38.2% Fibonacci lines currently at 45.81 and 44.40 respectively, making a big splash as resistance and support. Yet, upon reflection, there seems to be an unwillingness to try higher, notably over the September 2021 high at 45.48. I'd keep a close eye on that, especially on a 2 consecutive closing basis. Meanwhile below, well, we have an area of congestion formed 2 weeks ago, a quite wide area, between about 42.60 and the 38.2% Fibonacci line at 44.40. It looks good, but it's only been tested the once, on Friday. So far today, a slightly higher open, then a dip down to that long moving average support before a pull back up again. Seems the market is willing to test the support but not really push down through it. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here comes the final bit.